The Queen, as we all knew her so well, surrounded by 3 generations of her family.
They came to cheer their sovereign, Queen Elizabeth II.
As a nation, we've watched it grow and change through the decades, a source of fascination to the public, but a family that's had its share of drama, all played out on the most public stage. Back in the 40s and 50s, the birth of their children had brought great happiness to the Queen and Duke, but they didn't have long to play at home.
Lieutenant Commander, the Duke of Edinburgh, was appointed to the command of HMS Magpie and left his home to join his ship at Malta.
Prince Philip was stationed overseas and the children were left in England for long periods. The effects of that stayed with Charles, although his admiration for his mother was never in doubt.
What do you most admire about the Queen?
Well, I think that's a terribly difficult question, but I mean, she's just a marvellous person and a wonderful mother. I tend to think of my family as very special people. I think most people think of their family as very special people.
The Queen's relations with her daughter and younger children were easier than with Charles.
Obviously, it's not all honey being royalty.
She shared a passion for horses and a no-nonsense approach with Princess Anne.
There aren't courses in X, Y and Z within the family, but you get introduced to things, you get taken to things, like being an apprentice. It's part of your build-up of your life experiences.
Those close to the Queen said she worried about her children like any other mother, and on her silver wedding anniversary, it was her family life and her children she singled out.
We had the good fortune to grow up in happy and united families. We have been fortunate in our children, and above all, we are fortunate in being able to serve this great country and Commonwealth.
That sense of good fortune might have been a little tested by Prince Edward's short-lived TV career.
I hope you're doing. You're making television programmes.
An early warning of the challenges combining commercial activity with royal life. But it was the breakdown of her children's marriages, particularly the fallout from Charles and Diana's unhappy divorce and the Princess of Wales' tragic death, that would rock the monarchy and cause her grandchildren long-lasting pain.
Personal issues with families are always difficult, and it doesn't matter which family that is. But families that function well overall tend to find that easier to deal with in the long run.
Those qualities would be tested to the full by the friendship of her second son with the convicted sex offender, Jeffrey Epstein.
Do you regret the whole friendship with Epstein?
No, still not. And the reason being is that the people that I met and the opportunities that I was given to learn, either by him or because of him, were actually very useful.
A misjudgment that led to Prince Andrew withdrawing from royal duties, but not an estrangement from his mother. In hard times and good, the Queen took consolation in her duty and the younger generations of her family.
I'm incredibly lucky to have my grandmother in my life. She's a remarkably energetic and dedicated guiding force for her family. And I'm so glad that my children are having the chance to get to know the Queen.
But the hope that with her grandsons' marriages a new stability and energy would be brought to the royal family was short-lived.
Look, we're brothers, we'll always be brothers. We're certainly on different paths at the moment, but I will always be there for him, and as I know, he'll always be there for me.
Harry and Meghan's honesty about their unhappiness with royal life and decision to forge a new path challenged both the flexibility of the monarchy and the Queen's tolerance as a grandmother. The Queen did not falter through her long decades of service. Family life did not always turn out as planned, but the next generations will hold close the example of how to be monarch that she exemplified. Romilly Weeks, ITV News.